Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Boxing in the Heights, and today we're gonna talk what's next for Manny Pacquiao. Let's bob and weave right in. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao. He had a great performance and a great victory against a very young, very powerful Keith Thurman. Shout out to Keith Thurman as well for showing tremendous heart. It wasn't easy to get knocked down in the first round in your biggest fight, in your first pay-per-view, and be able to go all 12 rounds with a veteran and a Hall of Famer like Manny Pacquiao. But yeah, this is definitely Manny Pacquiao's time, man. And I won't say he surprised many of us, because a great fighter like Pacquiao shouldn't be able to surprise you by defeating Keith Thurman. Definitely, Keith Thurman was tested. He's fought great fighters, but it's obvious he's never fought the likes of a Manny Pacquiao, the speed of a Manny Pacquiao. I feel like that was the major difference. Keith Thurman seemed surprised with the speed of Manny Pacquiao. When he thought he was out of range and in the clear zone, he would still be able to get touched and get hit by Manny Pacquiao. And it was very clear and obvious in that first knockdown in the first round that Keith Thurman was backing away, which he did horrible. He was backing away straight away, and he thought he was already in the clear, in the safe zone, and Pacquiao punched to the body and shifted all of Keith Thurman's attention to the body and went up with I believe it was the right, and caught him right in the chin and knocked him down. That was a great combination and great move by Manny Pacquiao. But today we're talking what's next for Manny Pacquiao. There's a lot of talks, a lot of rumors. I'm gonna start with the rumor that I hate most, which is Amir Khan campaigning to try to get that fight with Manny Pacquiao. I don't like that fight. I feel like it'll be a waste of time, a waste of money for the fans. Amir Khan at this stage in his career is not even half of what he once was, and I feel like it would be an obvious outcome in Manny Pacquiao defeating Amir Khan. And the next rumor, which I don't believe is a rumor, once you hear Leonard Ellerbe mention a rematch, it's probably and pretty much obvious that that's what's gonna happen next. He was part of the guys behind the negotiations for the first Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, and Leonard Ellerbe is always very political, doesn't really give much hints or entertain anything when it's not a short thing. But once I heard him mention a rematch, I believe that's what's gonna happen next. Is it what I want to see? Not really, because like I mentioned, Pacquiao had a dominant win against Keith Thurman. Was it entertaining? Yes. Would I watch it again? Yes. But I believe we would probably look at the same outcome unless Keith Thurman catches Pacquiao, which obviously he has the power to catch him. But I was very surprised in the first fight where Manny Pacquiao was able to take some really, really good punches from Amir Khan, punches that would normally hurt or even drop any of Keith Thurman's opponents. So that's very, very he showed a lot of chin in that fight, which he's done in the past, but he's also been knocked down in the past. So the fact that he's older now and he was able to take these punches that Keith Thurman caught him with was also amazing. So I'm telling you right now, there's so much good things that we could see. Like the welterweight division is at its peak, is at a great time. Manny Pacquiao just fought his way to position again to be one of the top 3, top 5 welterweights. Not a rumor, but a fight I would really, really love to watch would be Manny Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia. I believe Manny Pacquiao's speed would definitely be a problem for Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has shown problems with people with speed in the past. Amir Khan fight was a perfect example of that. Even the Keith Thurman fight was a little example of that, where Keith Thurman was a little faster than Danny Garcia. But one thing that we cannot take away from Danny Garcia is his timing and the way he holds court off of a defensive position just to be able to counter. And this, I think, would play perfectly into Danny Garcia's hands against a Manny Pacquiao. I believe Danny Garcia would be willing to hold court, catch some punches with his gloves, and try to counter. And we all know that Danny Garcia has the power to hurt you and knock you out and knock you down, and he has that good finishing. He's a good finisher as well. He doesn't lose composure. He stays poised and he takes you out. And I also believe it would be a very popular fight. It would call for a lot of a lot of pay-per-view sales, I believe, just because Danny Garcia also has a big following. So I would love to see Danny Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao next. That way, in a lot of people's eyes, it'll be like kind of a lesser fight than the Keith Thurman fight, so it would be good for Pacquiao. But at the same time, I believe Danny Garcia deserves the big payday, and he would be a live dog. I really believe Danny Garcia has what it takes to counter Pacquiao. We saw him box great against Sean Porter, although he lost that fight. He was able to fight really good against an attacker such as Sean Porter, and we all know Pacquiao's an attacker. So I would love to see Danny Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao. Al Heyman, PBC, please make that fight happen. And Mayweather Promotions, I know you guys are involved as well. Make that fight happen. That would be a great fight. So that's it, guys, for today's episode. Of course, there's other fights we would love to see Pacquiao fight, but I didn't mention them because those fighters are fighting, such as Errol Spence, Sean Porter, and of course Terence Crawford. But right now that fight would be very complicated to make just because Crawford is with Top Rank, and we already know the deal between Top Rank and Al Heyman and the whole PBC camp. So that's it for today's episode. Remember, follow us if you follow boxing. Peace out.